What made you immediately lose interest in a crush? I'm not allowed to work with children, instant red flag. Saw them just throw their fast food trash into the bushes at a park. Immediately lost interest forever. When I realized she had to take her bestie literally everywhere. It was weird. We would hang out and she would come. We'd go on a date and she'd come. We'd go to a movie and she would either come or be texting her the entire time. Every night she would just come over and watch TV with us. It really got old. We are still friends on Facebook. My old crush is married now and I see all these pictures of her and her husband in Greece, Paris, safaris in Africa, and you guessed it, the third wheel is in all the pictures. That she cheated on everyone she had ever been with. That's not a red flag, that's a marching band of red banners. What was okay 10 years ago, but today isn't? Saying that the Mayans were right. My lower back. Right there with ya. 3-disc protrusions later and everything hurts 24/7. Just here to remind everyone that 10 years ago was 2012. Still feels like it should be 1995. My dog, she's 15, now, has health issues, and is finding it really hard to get around. I know we have some decisions to make, but I wouldn't mind having 10 more years to make them. The milk in my fridge. Coughing. Used to cough to stifle a fart, now I'd rather shit myself. Having flu-like symptoms. Traveling through Russia. Talking about Kony 2012 and pretending we all cared. Naming your daughter Isis. What is the saddest song you've ever heard? My dad and did not have the best relationship. He moved to Florida with a new wife and ended up getting Lou Gehrig's disease. It progressed quite quickly and he became non-verbal. The last year he was alive, his wife called me on my birthday and said he wanted to speak with me. He hummed happy birthday to me and that was the last time I spoke with him. I wept in my car for over an hour after he hung up. I planned a trip to visit him as he was not doing well. He died the week before we were scheduled. Happy Birthday is probably the saddest song. Today is my birthday also. I never told any of my family. The night we met, Lord Huron. What's undoubtedly the scariest drug in existence? My brother did Angel's Trumpets, Datura, twice. He was completely off in his own world both times. I think it permanently altered his personality because he was never the same afterwards, and is now just a complete clusterfuck. Deliriants, Datura, scopolamine, DPH, etc. They're absolute nightmare drugs. Crazy hellish hallucinations. Trees leaking blood. Glass spiders crawling out of your friend's eyes. A room full of shadow creatures, that sort of thing, and no fun, to speak of. Plus they can cause permanent brain damage. They're also very addictive for some reason, despite breaking a lot of rules on what makes something addictive, and scientists aren't quite sure why. Even hardcore drug users stay far away from them. What do you do to calm your anger? I have to get away from people. Step back and ask myself why the thing making me angry is making me angry. Is it knee-jerk defensiveness because something I take for granted has been challenged? Was it an intentionally inflammatory statement designed to make me angry for the sake of attention or clicks? Am I missing an understandable reason someone might do or say something that seems offensive on the surface? Is the person I'm talking to genuinely too ignorant or stupid to understand the implications of what they're saying or doing? Or, after all other possibilities are exhausted, is the anger legitimate? And by the time I've gone through all that, even if it is legitimate, I will have cooled off enough to behave rationally despite any underlying anger. Think about cooking. It sounds weird, but I debate what I'm gonna cook for dinner and run through ingredients in my head. That way, I'm distracted from rage and it gives me time to process my feelings.